Alright, I think we're good. I'm not even going to bother saying it's been a little bit because I've been saying that too much, but you know how it is. Movie reviewers, man, you can't make a lot of videos all the time because movies don't just keep piling out of the sky. It kind of just comes to you naturally. Well, that's why I came up, I can't take for credit for this at all. Many people have done it before, but I thought that'd be a great idea to do, why don't I try doing it, a series called My Favorite Movies, where I talk about my favorite movies. Now, this is just an excuse when there's a slow movie week every Sunday, and Harry, I'm not stupid, yes Harry, it's not a Sunday, I know that. But, I know it's a Tuesday, but I just wanted to come out with something, maybe just preview it. If this works, then it will be a recurring thing every Sunday. I already plan on it being, but you know what, if it's a slow movie week, then we can cap off the week with a great movie, in my opinion, and also gives me an excuse to talk to you guys about my favorite movies. This movie I'm going to talk about today is not a classic, it's not old, some people don't even like it, but I hold it so close to my heart because it got me into movies. It showed me that movies are more of just film and they're almost an art. And honestly, I think it's a pretty awesome movie, so why don't we talk about it and show it to you. Yeah, if you watched my last few videos ago, you know it's 2009, I believe, yeah, 2009, James Cameron's Avatar. Now, Avatar was, if you didn't know, a project that took, James Cameron almost wanted to do it almost 20 years before the actual one came out. But of course, technology didn't allow him to do that. Because, you know, if you've seen Avatar, big grand scheme, you couldn't do that with the technology they had back then, or lack of that technology. Well, let's get into the movie, shall we? Because this movie, I hold true to my heart. I just told you why. I was like a 8, 9-year-old youngster when I saw this movie, and I loved it. And maybe the post-converted 3D garbage wasn't that great, but yeah, I like it. So let's go. Avatar came out in 2009. Stars. We got Sam Worthington is the main character, and his lovable sidekick, the lovable Zoe Saldana. And I love Zoe Saldana, especially after Guardians of the Galaxy. Something with that girl. She just loves to be colorful aliens. But is this movie good? Well, like I said before, some people don't think it is. Even if you don't see this as a good movie, in my opinion, you have to see the skill, the time, and the money that went into it. And you're like, well, it's James Cameron, of course money's going to go into it, because you're going to get money in return. Yes, if you don't know, Avatar is one of the highest grossing movies of all time, and I think it highly deserves that, because of the breathtaking cinematography, breathtaking music score by, I believe, Hans Zimmer, because, you know, I'm pretty sure he does almost all James Cameron's movies. And who knows, maybe on this series we might get more James Cameron movies. Terminator. Who knows? We might. I don't know. Yeah, if this works out, then yes, we'll have more my favorite movies. But let's get into the plot of the movie. If you have not seen the movie, I highly recommend watching it, but it has to be where you sit down, you devote yourself to going to the planet of Pandora. No, not the music station. But, yeah, because it is almost a 3-hour movie. You have to take that into retrospect. But, here we go. The movie takes place in the far future, where Earth has now colonized different planets. We have found this one planet, very big, larger than our world, called Pandora. Now, it is inhabited by these native tribes called, holy crap, what are they called? I'm just going to call them, wow. This is pretty bad. I haven't seen this movie in like a few weeks. I'm going to call them, they're not Avatar because those are the people that go into the bodies. But anyway, I'm so sorry if I completely forgot. Okay, anyway, they found this species. They don't like them, but the people, we need to get there because there's this resource called Adaptanium, I believe it's called, where, you know, I don't know what its purposes are, but apparently we want it because it's a lot of money and we're going through a lot of trouble to get it. So, our main character, Sam Worthington's character, Jake Sully, is sent to that planet. Now, they're sending these people because they are war people or scientists. You're either two of those. Now, Jake Sully was an ex-military person. Why he retired was because grenade, shrapnel, spine, I believe that's what he says, he's paralyzed. So you might say, why would they send a paralyzed guy to a planet to fight the natives off? Well, that's because his twin brother was supposed to go to that planet, because, you know, he was a scientist and he had an avatar. He had, his brother, the scientist, had an avatar for him ready there, you know, other alien to link up to, and that was very expensive, so they can't just throw that away. So, turns out they have a twin brother. Oh, he has a twin brother who is Jake Sully. He comes to the planet so he can be in the Avatar. He doesn't know, he has to do this science mumbo jumbo stuff. He doesn't really know about that. He just knows how to fight. So they're like, we could use that. So they send him to the planet. He's going to link up with the Avatar. He links up with the Avatar, and he gets into a little bit of trouble with the natives. He actually finds them, and they actually agree to teach him their ways, and he doesn't really care. Well, I mean, at first he doesn't. The military just wants that because they're like, if you can get in with the natives, we just want you to tell them, hey, get out. We want to take your resources. You know, so they don't want to kill all of them. They will, but they don't want to. But so he tries that, and that's basically the movie. Him connecting with the natives, and he finds Neytiri. Neytiri is the chief's daughter who teaches him everything, and Neytiri is Zoe Saldana's character, and she... Well, honestly, I just think all the avatars are such great motion capture work was at its finest. That was, in my opinion, when it was just before Gollum in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It should have just blew me away. Which I'm surprised they didn't get Andy Serkis to show up in there somewhere, because when there's motion capture work, there's Andy Serkis. But yeah, the whole movie is basically just him bonding with the tribe, connecting with them, and I just love that because it just shows it's just an excuse to show the beautiful world of Pandora. And I don't know how James Cameron did it. Well, I guess with a budget that big, you can make anything look amazing and real, and I actually felt like I was on the planet, and that's why I realized films are no longer just entertaining explosions and cool characters. No, it's an art, and I loved it. Now, yes, there are a lot of connections with Dancing with Wolves. I've only seen parts of that movie because it's kind of, but I hear it has a lot of connections, so that's why people are like, oh, it's so flawed. But you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, because if you really tried to, you could probably connect any movie to another movie if you really wanted to. But, what happens at the end of the movie? Well, an all-out war breaks out between the humans and the natives, and surprisingly, the natives win and kicking out the humans. That's the brief plot synopsis of the movie. And apparently, there's going to be multiple other movies, like in the series. Like James Cameron came out and said, like, oh, there's going to be an Avatar 2, 3, 4. And at one point, you know, they're like, oh, we're going to get all these big name actors in it. Who knows? Because, like, those movies are really planned to, like, all far out and even into the 2020s. I don't even know if they'll do them. If they do that, it could be a hit or miss because, you know, sequels sometimes just taint the whole series. So hopefully it doesn't do that. But you know what? I'd love to go back to Pandora. Because, in my opinion, James Cameron made a masterpiece. You guys might not like it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on the movie Avatar. What did you guys think about it? Did you think it's deserved the praise that I'm giving it? I'd love to hear about it. But still, I could watch that movie over and over again because it just takes me to another world, and that's what I think movies should do. So yeah, guys, hopefully you like my sorry. Hopefully you like my take on the My Favorite Movie series. Would you guys like to see more of these? If so, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe you could say, hey, you should do this on your My Favorite Movies. I'm like, I love that movie. Completely forgot about it. So, who knows? But yeah. Sorry if my video's a little slow. And me today. If you couldn't tell, I'm coming down with a little something. But that doesn't matter. Because I can't wait to come out with more videos. Hopefully you guys are having a great summer so far. I know I am. And I'll see you guys in the next one.